Hi everyone, this is Jane here from Crystal Sparkles Readings. Hopefully you all had a really nice long weekend and had some fun and enjoyed yourselves. Just bear with me while I sort out the lights in here. Let's have a little look and see what we've got going on today. So, I'm going to draw a card from the Black and White Faulkner deck as usual. Just have a little shuffle and see what we've got in store for us today. Okay. Right, so here we've got the beautiful High Priestess. So when we get the High Priestess in a reading, it's talking about our connection with spirit, it's talking about intuition, it's talking about psychic ability, it's talking about all of those kind of things. When I look at it in terms of a daily reading, what it tends to be talking about for me is today is going to be a day where you can really rely on your intuition. It's not going to leave you astray today. So any kind of feeling that you get about something, should I go here, should I not? If you're getting the feeling you should go, then you should go. If you're getting your feeling you should not, then you should not. It really is about relying on your own personal intuition and being able to kind of trust in that, because sometimes we doubt that a little bit, you know. We sort of have that really weird feeling about somewhere and you just think, do you know what, I really think I should go to that, I think I should do that thing. And then kind of talk yourself out of it for various different reasons. Eventually you end up not going, and you know that opportunity then passes you by. Now if it is an opportunity that is meant for you, I believe it gets presented to you again and again and again until you take notice. But you can save yourself an awful lot of time and heartache by really tuning into your own intuition and knowing it. And you know, some people feel things in different ways. I tend to feel mine right in my kind of solar plexus, that kind of end. That's where I feel mine. I get that feeling in there that's a little bit tingly, and you kind of know that something is for you and something is not for you. It's a very different feeling to fear, but you have to spend some time working out what's my intuition and what's my fear that I've built up through past experience. Because quite often, you know, we'll have a past experience that says to us, oh, you know, don't date Cancer guys because they're all a blooming nightmare, just because you had a bad experience with one Cancer guy. And then, you know, it's identifying, are you intuitively picking up something about this new Cancer energy that's walked into your life? Or are you feeling the fear from what's happened before? That's a skill that you have to develop with some practice. Tends to be, for me, I feel the intuition in my solar plexus. I feel kind of fear and stuff in my stomach, which kind of is a bit more of a sick feeling, really. The intuition is more of a buzzy feeling. That sounds mad, completely aware of that, how that sounds, but it's how it works for you. You will find it in different ways. So it's just a matter of, you know, getting used to that. Where do I feel my intuition? Getting used to it. And knowing the difference between, you know, what you're intuitively picking up or what's fearful for you. You know, when you're looking at a guy and you really, really like him, is it your intuition that's saying, oh, this guy could be really great for you? Or is it you're kind of making it that because you really want someone in your life and you're kind of making it into something bigger than it really is? And you know, we've all done that. You know, you're not on your own if that's what you're doing. But it's a matter of getting tuned into your intuition, understanding it and really knowing about that. What can really help you as well is seeing loads of signs of things. So if you're finding it very difficult to identify your own intuition within your body, because maybe you're too in your head, or maybe you've got too many fears and you've not really identified where you can pick up your intuition properly, then ask for signs. Ask for signs that you're on the right track. If you're looking at a guy and you're really not sure what your intuition's telling you, ask your spirit guides for a sign. You know, ask them to show you, is this something that's good for you or not? And they will find a way. And that may be loads of different things. It could be hearing a song on the radio. it could be sort of repetitively hearing a song on the radio. It could be, you know, seeing something that reminds you of that person. So maybe their favourite football team, or, you know, lots of times getting referenced. It's all about different signs, and the signs can be many and varied. So it's personal to you, really. Sorry, just having a swig of my tea. So yeah, ask for signs that mean something to you. When you ask for a sign from Spirit, I always prefix it with, please send me a sign that I cannot mistake or doubt. Quite often I ask for things to come in threes, so then I know that that's not just a random sighting of a butterfly. I know that there's been 3 close succession, very similar, right around me. I understand then that is the sign that I was meant to see and I was meant to understand. So ask your guides, be specific. Just ask them, please show me a sign about this, and make it something that is easy for me to understand. Make it something I relate to. Make it something I can't mistake or talk myself out of. And they'll get used to working with you that way. Sometimes it takes a little while. My guides are used to me now. And when I doubt things, they kind of, you know, give me a really good smack to make sure that I don't doubt them again. And, you know, so they get used to working with you. You get used to understanding their signs. So let me just put down one of these lovely Mystical Shaman Oracle cards to go with this lovely High Priestess card. And it's the Witness. Haven't had this one before, so this looks really interesting in terms of its energy. She really looks like she can almost, do you know what? She looks like she can see right through you, you know. She looks like she sees very clearly. This is a bit High Priestessy, I feel, the energy with this, you know, being able to see clearly and watch things. You know, watch things that are going on, looking at the big picture and being able to see, you know, not just the everyday, not just the material world. So it looks like there's quite a lot of other energy in that to me anyway. So let's have a look and see. This is card number 64. So let me just have a look and see. So the essence of the card is the Witness observes without engaging in any action. By cultivating inner stillness, we're able to assess any situation from a higher perspective. Really similar then to the High Priestess, being able to see things from that higher perspective, your higher self, if you like, your spiritual self. So it says here, when we can be present for someone else's difficulties with stillness, then we're able to truly hear them and give better advice. Sometimes we can be so still that we are a mirror for the other. Then through our presence, they receive their own answers. So it is kind of about, you know, the High Priestess quite often is reflected by the moon. She's in there. And again, we're talking about this reflection. So we're still going on with our circle theme at the moment. The Witness has this circle above her head, this kind of sun energy. The moon is shown in the High Priestess. So we're still going through on and on with the circle, this whole never-ending idea that things never end. They just kind of keep rolling and changing. So the invitation for the Witness card is the Witness that has been by your side all along is now ready to become your ally. You thought you were the doer, but today you discover that things happen when you get out of the way. Witness creation unfolding before you. Change reality by finding stillness and letting your true intent reveal itself. So it is very spiritual. It is very similar to the High Priestess. I really felt like when I looked at this card that the image in this card person, she looks like she can see right through you. And that's kind of what that energy is about, you know, that being able to see someone, being able to see something clearly. And sometimes you just have to stop to be able to do that. So that very much is the message for today. It's not too much about doing. It's more about stillness, embracing that kind of spiritual side of you, being able to keep still, to be able to see things. You know, what I've just been talking about, intuition. can't hear your intuition if you're busy doing, making stuff happen. Your intuition is much easier to see clearly and feel clearly if you're still and not rushing around trying to do a million other things all at the same time. So I will leave that with you for today. Hopefully that's kind of made a little bit of sense. I really am enjoying working with these mystical shamans. They're really, really beautiful cards. I'm finding quite deep meaning in them. So I hope you're enjoying them as well. I'm really, really enjoying working with them. I'll leave that with you for today, and I'll be back again tomorrow to do another card for the day. I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.